Hello everyone. I want to thank you for joining me this evening. My name is Carla Gibson. I am from Florida. I've been here for 10 years now, living in Central Florida. I have a wonderful husband and we have 3 children. And as you can imagine, here in Florida it is hot still even in September. I am longing for those colder or just even a little glimpse of fall coming. I can't wait for that. But I am a Young Living distributor. I've been doing this for 3 years now and love it. Today I want to talk about aging and aging gracefully. I'm 42 years old and I try to do the best that I can possibly do. With that, I'm not perfect, but I try to do the best I can to keep wrinkles away, to age gracefully, to stay healthy, and things that I do for myself and try to implement with my family is, ridding toxins out of our life. Toxins can be a huge disruptor in your body daily. I mean, it comes in and it just wreaks havoc. So, but with that, we're talking about some essential oils, but you also need to do the best you can as far as exercising, if you can. I mean, whatever you can do as far as any physical activity. Eat healthy, because yes, what we put into our body as far as nutrition also affects our skin, and it also is part of the aging process. But what do we expect? What do you think about when you think about aging? I know for me, gray hairs. I mean, please don't look too closely because you will see gray hairs. So yeah, gray hairs, wrinkles. But there's other things that come along with that too. I won't get into too depth with our whole body. It changes as we get older. Our hair thins, our skin gets thinner, and there's reasons for that. Some of it has to do of just exposure, environmental, but some of it is natural. Obviously, we're not going to completely stop our bodies from aging, but we can age the best that we possibly can. I saw a saying, and I love it: live well to age well. And that is so true, because we do things to our body, like one of the biggest things, like what causes wrinkles. Sun exposure is a huge factor in the aging process, with your skin getting leathery, getting tight, wrinkles. So that's an environmental aspect right there. And then what do they tell us to do, to help protect ourselves? They give us sunscreen. Well, and I'm not saying don't use sunscreen, but most of the sunscreen that has been out there and available to us, if you look at the chemicals in them, they can be just as damaging to our body and cause problems. So what do? There are now, thank goodness, natural sunblock that we can use, and that's what I use on myself and our family. So when we go out, we're protecting ourselves from the rays of the sun if you're going to be out for a long period of time. And being here in Florida, I mean, it's summer almost year round. So we use the sunblock, but we use a natural one that doesn't have the toxic chemicals in it. You've probably, if you've watched me, you've heard me say it only takes 26 seconds after exposure to a toxic chemical for it to start wreaking havoc on your body. And, that does not help us age gracefully. Some other factors, our skin becomes less elastic and more fragile. It decreases in the oils. I did a class not too long ago about what skin type are you. So there are carrier oils that you can use, different ones like apricot, almond oil. I won't get into each one of those tonight, but you can go back and watch my previous videos that talks more about the different ones: olive oil, coconut oil. that which one is great for you and your skin type, which one's great for the aging process, because it does help put the fluid and everything back in our body that our skin loses. And that's very important going through the aging process. And then, you know, what can I say? If you smoke, I think that's kind of a given. That's going to speed up the aging process, and just different things of that nature that's not healthy for you. And even certain foods and stuff, if we're not getting the vitamins that we need for our body, that causes big problems. And in the environment that we live in today, our soil just does not have the vitamins because of all the toxins that has been put in it with pesticides and chemicals. So it strips the soil of that. So if we can find something that is organic and natural as far as the food, and then we can look outside too for supplements that will absorb into our body and give us the correct vitamin A's and E's, D's and C's, and magnesium, and the list goes on for us to have as far as that. So what's some things that we can do to for preventative? We can use toxic-free products. Today, you can find them anywhere. I personally use a lot of Young Living's because I like it, and a little goes a long way. And they use no pesticides, no chemicals. I love what it does for my hair. Again, if you've heard me, I've done videos on hair growth. After I had my son, my hair just wasn't what it used to be. And, you know, that was devastating to me. I mean, I want beautiful hair. And so I started using some different regimens with the essential oils and the vitamins, and I'm starting to get healthy hair again. And I love that. So yeah, different supplements, and make sure in your food that you're getting enough fruits and vegetables. So we can protect our skin from the sun with, make sure when you go out there that you're getting in your makeups, because they do put sunscreen in that, which again is great, but make sure that your makeup, what you're using, everything that we put on our body, it goes into our bloodstream. And yeah, use it once, not so bad, but if we're using this day in and day out, well, it builds up over time. And if you've got any type of autoimmune, any type of respiratory, anything with your system, it's just going in there and wreaking havoc, because what toxins do, they build up in your body. And over time, I mean, they might not show themselves for 10 years. And then all of a sudden, they're just going to come in and start pounding, and you're just not going to feel so great. So do the best you can do now. It's not too late to start. It's never too early to start. So get rid of the toxins out of your house and start aging gracefully. And great thing about essential oils, they also are known to have properties in them, which I'll talk a little more about which essential oils that can go in and start restoring and regenerating our skin cells, reducing wrinkles. So, I'm sorry, let me go back here through. So even with cleaning products, anything that we use with toxic chemicals that get into the environment, that we breathe in, that get on our skin, what we wash our clothes, make sure we're using all chemical-free, toxic-free, not chemical, because not all chemicals are bad, so let me rephrase that, but ones that do not have harmful toxic ingredients for our bodies. But let's talk about some of the essential oils that can go in and start helping our skin to look luxurious and youthful. Frankincense. This is a great one to have. I put it in my face cream, which you can buy a natural face cream, or you can make one simple with like coconut oil, a face serum, apricot. I can put some recipes if you would love to hear that. But frankincense is known to go in and reduce wrinkles, reduce age spots, and it also can help heal scars, blemishes. Scientific proof, you can go back, you can look this up with frankincense. It is a great essential oil. It also is fights against bacteria. So our skin cells, unfortunately, we get bacteria, so it helps with that. And it gives us that youthful look. Lavender. Lavender is known as the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. It is one that helps with burns, cuts. Use frankincense and lavender together. If you have a scar, something, it can go in and may start regenerating those skin cells and helping to reduce the scarring. So it's really great if you have any type of skin issue. Lavender is a great one to start using. And when I say use these essential oils, use a carrier oil with it, like coconut or almond, apricot, jojoba. These are some great carrier oils to use, especially for aging gracefully. Carrot seed oil is another one. It's rich in flavonoids and carotenoids, both of which can help prevent inflammation, regenerate, has vitamin A and E, repair damaged skin, and it also can help protect our skin from the sun and other free radicals. Free radicals come in and they do a lot of damage to our skin. Some other essential oils that are great to use are myrrh. If you've heard me do the study of Esther, that's a great story. If you haven't read it in the Bible, I would encourage you to go back and read that. And they used myrrh for 6 months. Could you imagine getting a massage for every day for 6 months? I mean, now they got it for a year, but they used myrrh for 6 months. Then they added in some other oils and spices like frankincense, helichrysum, cypress, rose, patchouli, geranium, sandalwood, neroli, and palmarosa. Now there's other essential oils that are great for your skin, but these are some of the top of the line that I would recommend to use and that I do use on myself for skin repair. I put them, like I said, in my face creams, face serum, use them in my hair, and also for washing your face. So they're great as far as keeping your skin tight and bringing that elastic back and just hydrating your skin as well. So some carrier oils, you heard me talk about that. Jojoba hydrates. It's got vitamin E and B complex, silicone, chromium, copper, and zinc, which is great for our skin. Argan helps hydrate and heal cracked skin. It improves elasticity and reduces appearance of wrinkles. Some other ones are apricot, coconut, grapeseed, and almond oil. These are all great. Like I said, you can't go wrong. Just find what essential oil and what carrier oil is great for you and put them together. And just what I do, I put it on my face every morning, and then I put it on my face at night before I go to bed. So some other things we can do to age gracefully, and I'm going to do another class on bone and joint pain and some things that we can do with essential oils that I've used for myself that will help with that, but I'm not going to go into depth with that right now. But our bones tend to shrink in size and density. We get adequate amounts of calcium, get adequate amount of vitamin D, and I would take vitamin D, calcium, and C together. They need each other. It's something that we're unfortunately not getting in our foods. Natural progesterone is the single most effective way to increase bone density. I use a regimen for this is getting more into hormones, but all this is part of the Aging Gracefully process. I use clary sage. I put it on my right ankle, the front part, every month, because that's where our VitaFlex points are for our female hormones. And I do that in the morning and at night, about 2 drops with the carrier oil. And then I also use Young Living has Progesterone Plus Serum that I just put it right here on my neck, on my forearm. And then you can also use, they have an Endoflex, which you can put right here on your thyroid. And all these work together to help balance our hormones. So, guys, that's what I have for you today as far as aging gracefully. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I want to hear from you, so please post some comments below. Tell me what you thought, and I want to know how you can start aging gracefully better today. Have a blessed day, guys.